to talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snatch your crown with your head still attached to it.
Come on, man. This is God-given. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Prophecies with the Prophet.
What's up, people? Welcome back to the Prophecies with the Prophet. I am the one and only Prophet. As y'all come in, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, like and share the video, say something in the chat so we can see who's all rocking and rolling. What's up, people? How's everybody feeling today, man? Before we get into our topic tonight, the topic is, as you can see, going across the bottom. Janine, what's up? I see you in the chat. The topic for tonight is you're not healing. Stop lying to yourself. So before we get into that, I also put the link in the description of this video. If anybody wants to come on and have a healthy debate with your boy, I'm always down for a good chit chat. Or if you just want to tell, your experiences or your story relating to the topic, whatever it may be, the link is in the description of the video. What's up, Angelia? I see you in the chat. So we're going to get started in a minute or so. I'll say that this was my dilemma for the week, man. Y'all let me know in the chat and in the comment section as well. What's up, Tara? I see you. How was y'all week/weekend? Since the Prophecies are live every Tuesday, you have like a half a week and the weekend. So let me know how was your week/weekend in the chat or in the comment section as well. I had this thought earlier because yesterday was Monday and I hate Mondays. So I had this thought earlier and I was like, Sunday is normally supposed to be the day that we reserve for resting or preparing for the week. But I don't think that happens. Normally, people are still running around on Sundays, watching football, going to church, doing family things, running errands, washing clothes, whatever it may be. So I propose that we make a petition to cancel Mondays. I want to cancel Mondays, and on Mondays, it's a mandatory day where you're supposed to stay in and rest and do nothing. I want to cancel Mondays, and I always hated Monday since I had to go to school on Mondays, since I had to get up and go to work on Mondays, and I don't have to do any of that now, but I still be having shit to do. So I'm proposing that we cancel Mondays, people. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm over Mondays. I'm tired of it. Bye to Mondays, man. But what's up, people? Let's see what's going on in the chat, man. What's up, Diana? I see you in the chat. Angelia is saying she had a good weekend. Diana says she tripped and fell. People, as you get older, or some people are clumsy as they're young as well. Or, just happenstance, your hand-eye coordination or your balance is just not what it used to be. I go through this a lot with my mom. My mom has taken a couple falls. So I try to tell my mom, you are older, lady. You got to be careful. You got to be more aware, even more now than ever, because you are not as sharp as you used to be. So try to be more careful, people, and try to be more aware, because that balance is not what it used to be, man. But hopefully, you didn't really hurt anything. And shout out to you, Diana. Shout out to you, man. Tara says she had a good weekend. Yeah, man. Shout out Tara and Janine, my New York people, man. Shout out to my Yankees. They should be playing right now. Last time I heard, they were winning 1-0. Are y'all Yankee fans or y'all Met fans? Y'all let me know in the chat. Are y'all Yankees fans or y'all Met fans? Yeah, Angelia, I'll get the petition started so we can cancel Mondays, man. I'm over it. What's up, Ish? I see you in the chat. Y'all stay tuned. Me and Ish is gonna do recaps of Married at First Sight. So that'll be coming soon. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Yeah, man, those falls, y'all gotta be careful, man. Ish is clumsy too. Ish is in the chat. I don't want to blow up her spot, but Ish is clumsy. Ish is clumsy, y'all. Tara, you can't say the Yankees and the Mets. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You can't just pick both. You gotta pick one. Janine saying she's rocking with the Mets. Shout out to you, Janine. Yes, Ish is very clumsy, y'all. All right. As we get into tonight's topic, the topic is you're not healing. Stop lying to yourself. And let me see how I can break this down for y'all and what that means. So a lot of times there's these what I call Jedi mind tricks, is when you try to trick yourself mentally that something is not really happening. That is, or you block it out or you push it to the back. However you do it, it's a mind trick that you pull on yourself to dismiss something. So what I mean by you're not healing, stop lying to yourself means just because you abandon something, just because you subtract something, just because you put distractions in front of you, or whatever words you want to use to the things that you're doing, all these things that you're doing, except for addressing the issue, you're not healing. So a lot of times people are this is why I came up with this topic, because people are running around saying, and this is not, for something serious like grief or anything of that nature. I'm talking specifically like relationship based. So I've seen a lot of girls running around saying, "Oh, I'm healing. I'm taking time to myself. I'm not dealing with men right now. X, Y, and Z. I'm on a celibacy journey." None of that shit is healing. I don't understand. I don't know where y'all came up with these thoughts. That doesn't mean that you're healing because you go on a celibacy journey or because you stop talking to men. That don't mean you're healing until you start addressing, taking accountability, acknowledging these other words. There will never be any healing done. You're just pushing it to the side. It's like trying to sweep shit under the rug, whatever it may be. You're not healing. Men as well, yeah, men as well too, Janine. This is not just strictly for women. Men do the same shit. Nobody's addressing their issues. They're just putting distractions or whatever it may be in the way, in place of the actual work. Nobody actually wants to do the work that needs to be done. And I had another conversation where a lot of times you don't even know what the issue is. So you may think the issue is one thing, but it's an underlying issue from other things: how you grew up, how your parents treated you, how you view love, how your brain and how your heart is conditioned to think, or your view of love. All of these things play a part in how you move along as you grow older. So you may think the issue is trust issues or the nigga cheated or whatever it may be. All along, a lot of these issues lie within yourself, because people can only do what you allow them to do. A lot of times we're not taking accountability on the things that we allow people to do to us. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. We got to start addressing, and people don't even want to have these kind of conversations because it's like it's just too much. It's too emotional. It's like it's too painful. They want to ignore it, and those are the problems, man. So, does anybody have any questions before we break this down even more, man? You're not healing. Stop lying to yourself, man. What's up, Tanya King? I see you in the chat. Yes, accountability and acceptance. Be true. Be your true self. I agree with that. I agree with that, man. Definitely, 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 definitely. So this is what I want to say about the whole celibacy thing, man. A lot of times because I don't really see men taking celibacy journeys. So sorry, ladies. I gotta bring it to y'all a little bit. So sorry. I don't see men saying I'm going on a celibacy journey because Shorty broke my heart. I just don't see that. I'm sorry. If y'all seen that before, y'all let me know. I just haven't seen it before. But they go on these celibacy journeys because they don't trust themselves. So it's not even the person who may have done anything, or sometimes relationships just don't work out. You don't even trust yourself. So now you're going on a celibacy journey and you think that is going to address or fix the problem. Like I said, that's just a distraction. It's just you're just abandoning, you're just blocking it out. It's still there. As a grown up, some people are not with casual sex and some people can handle casual sex. That's something that you have to know that's inside of you. So you can't be mad at somebody if y'all had an agreement to have casual sex and then you catch feelings. So now you go on a celibacy journey to be like, because I can't separate the two. You should be able to, as a grown up, you should be able to separate, all right, this was just sex, or I have feelings for this person. And if you can't do that, you don't have to necessarily say, I'm going on a celibacy journey. You just say, I'm not having casual sex with you. If we're going to be in a relationship, then let's be in a relationship. But I can't have I don't do the casual sex thing. The whole celibacy journey, I'm not having sex shit is just blowing. Y'all know, it's blowing me. I don't understand. Like, what do you think that you're accomplishing by doing that? You're just tricking yourself because you don't trust yourself, because you don't know how to handle your own emotions. So all of these things are Jedi mind tricks that you're doing to yourself. And let's even just say, all right, it don't have to be a full-on celibacy journey. Well, it kind of is. But if you say, I'm going to take a break from entertaining men or women, since y'all don't want me to just put this on women. Let's just say you want to say, I'm trying to heal. I'm hurting from my past relationship, because that's a problem too. Y'all bringing the baggage from y'all last relationships into new situations. That's a problem as well. So let's just say that it could be a man or a woman, and they want to be like, I'm taking a break from dealing with the opposite sex, and I'm going to focus on work. I'm going to focus on raising my kids. I'm going to focus on bettering myself, or whatever it may be, as an excuse. Like they call this the healing phase. I'm in my healing phase. I'm in my healing phase. So they say I'm healing, and what is the time period on that? So there's no specific time periods on this shit, but it's just something that people say, to distract themselves or to give themselves an excuse of not addressing how they feel at the moment. So instead of doing that, how about you just say, how can I say this simply, man? How about, because you don't know, like, you, so if you meet people and you're in this healing phase, that person could be your person, but you let them bypass you because you're so-called in this healing phase. So how does that work? I don't understand how that works, because you're blocking people out, or you could be blocking a blessing. So why you saying that you're in this healing phase? And like I also had this conversation the other day. When you meet people, there's no guarantee you're gonna see this person again, or meet this person, come across this person again. So you telling yourself, I'm not even going to entertain this right now. I'm in my healing phase. And that could be your person. That could be the person that helps you heal. But you don't even allow yourself. You have to be open. And that's the thing when it comes to this thing that we call love. There's risk in it. So yes, you can risk getting hurt, but no risk, no reward. You're also blocking yourself from something that could be great as well. As a grown up, you should be able to handle that people are going to disappoint you. People are not always going to be what they say they are. And that's a part of life. You have to be able to handle these situations. You're allowed to have your feelings, gather yourself, let it go. And I know it sounds easier than it is, but this is life as a grown-up. This is why I never wanted to be. I was never rushing to be old. People used to be like, man, I can't wait till I'm 18, 21, X, Y, and Z. Man, listen, you only get to be young once. And I enjoyed my youth. So damn that. But let's check out some of these comments. If anybody has any questions, let me know in the chat. Y'all see my prophecy today, man. Get y'all some merch. Get y'all some merch, man. Prophecies. Without vision, there will be no understanding. And without understanding, you can't see the vision, people. You can't see the vision, man. All right, let's see what's going on here, man. What journey have you been on, Diana? The celibacy journey? Do you consider, let me know in the comments or in the chat, do people are people in the healing phase? So let me know in the chat. Do people, what's up, Ish? I see you. Are people in their healing phase? All right, Angelia is saying, so what do you think the process of healing is? The process of healing is simple. The process of real healing, not the fake shit. The process of real healing is accountability. You have to take accountability for your part and their part. So it's just like logically, like say somebody cheated on you, as we went through this before. All right, they have their reasons, and there's also things that may fall on you or may not fall on you. You could have been neglectful and X, Y, and Z, those things. So you have to take accountability for what happened. So there's accountability on both sides. It's not necessarily going to be on both sides, but it could be one side, both sides, however it plays out. There's going to be some accountability in every situation. So it's accountability, it's acknowledgement, it's accessing the situation, and like learning and processing what happened for you to be able to let it go and move on. A lot of times people just be like, such and such happened, fuck it, I'm over it, whatever, I'm not talking to nobody, X, Y, Z. No, that's not accountability. That's not acknowledging what happened. We sweeping all these problems under the rug. We're not having conversations. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you. You don't know what's going on with me, because we're not having these conversations. So it gets lost in translation. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Yeah, they are confused on how to actually heal, because that's something that was never taught to us, man. So I'll tell y'all like this, man. A lot of the things that I speak of or just say in general, it's not just from my perspective. It's from me observing other people and how I see them handle things. So I put that together with my personal experiences and learning from my past. Like I could be like, yo, when I was younger, I acted like this, and now I'm not acting like that anymore. It's like adjusting. So you got adjusting is also a part of the healing phase to so you don't get triggered. So you got to learn what your triggers are. You got to learn how to adjust in certain situations. You got to learn what other people's triggers are. There's constant. That's why I always say there's constant learning on both sides of the fence because you're learning yourself and you're learning the other person. So if that person has certain triggers, don't purposely do those triggers to them and know your triggers and tell that person what your triggers are so you don't get triggered. I don't be understanding the conversations that are never had, and this is why people don't move on or people don't heal or the situations just linger because the conversations are never had. So when people say communication but they don't communicate, you can't heal until you acknowledge what the problem was. If you don't acknowledge what the problem was and take accountability or put accountability on somebody else, how do we fix the problem? That's not healing. You're just lying to yourself, or not even lying to yourself, being dismissive of issues, and then they like linger around. It's gonna come up another time. It's gonna come up another time because it's still there. You didn't fix it. We're moving along and we're not fixing shit. That's the problem. And a lot of these issues are unbeknownst, meaning that childhood trauma, family trauma, past relationship trauma, a lot of those things are not even handled. So you're reacting from certain things that has nothing to do with your current person because you never addressed your old shit. And that's the issue, man. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Tiny King is saying when you do have conversations, if they're not being truthful, what good is it? I did advise triggers. All right, let's see what's going on here. So she's saying when you do have these conversations, the other person isn't being truthful. This is what I'll say to this, man. You're only responsible for yourself. So you can only control what truth or what truths that you put out. If the other person wants to continue to lie and bullshit around, this shit is going to come to the light at some point in time. You can only lie for so long before, if you're paying attention, you will be able to peep that the person is lying. Or you'll get the feeling. Energy doesn't lie. I always say all the time. Energy doesn't lie. If a person is lying, a person can be like, I love you, 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 but they never show you they love you. It's going to show. Like it's going to show in some form or fashion because energy doesn't lie. So you still have to do your part. All you're responsible for, that's accountability. That's what the accountability is on your side. You doing your part. You can't control if the other person is not being truthful or not. Your job in that situation is to pay attention to see if that person is being truthful or not. And sooner or later, it's going to come out because energy doesn't lie, man. Energy doesn't lie, man. It is what it is, man. Let's see what's going on, man. What else? What else y'all got going on? The fucking Jedi mind trick shit gotta stop, man. It's definitely gotta stop, man. People is like, I love being single. I feel so at peace. Man, whatever. I'll believe that bullshit if you want to. I got a new name for them, man. The couch babies. they're the couch babies. They're the ones that's always sitting on the couch by themselves. You ever have friends or just people you know in general? They always over there. Just you call them, you go over their crib, whatever it may be. They always just on that couch by themselves. Look on TikTok. On TikTok. on TikTok. That's what I call them, the couch babies, man. Who don't want to have somebody they could talk to at night and tell them how their day was, man? Who don't want somebody they can eat breakfast with? Who don't want somebody to give them some TLC from time to time, man? Who don't just want a person just so you got somebody, man? It's bullshit. Yeah, man. I don't understand how anybody loves being single either, man. This is what they'll say, man. I'm glad you brought that up. This is what they'll say. Yo, I love being single because I be more focused. I get more things done. Like some people get caught up and they start like chasing the person that they're with. So they forget their regular responsibilities. Or they forget or they don't or they're not focusing as much on their goals. That's a personal problem. That's not the other person's responsibility to remind you to have your priorities in check because you're in a relationship now. You're supposed to still be able to do that. You're supposed to still focus on your goals and shit like that, even in a relationship. It'd be blowing me. And then even still, let's say you're one of these people who I'll get into a relationship when I feel secure, when I feel like I've reached all my goals. Okay, that sounds good in theory, but how many people have you passed up on during this time? How many of those people could have been your person? And now when you meet somebody, that may be the only reason that they're attracted to you is because of what you got going on now. Um, Diana saying I felt single even in a relationship. That's a tricky one because sometimes that just happens from time to time when you're in a relationship just because both of you or one party could be busier than the other. But that's when you have to be like, is this just a phase or is this something like ongoing all the time? Like you don't want to always feel single in a relationship, but there is going to be times and phases where you feel single in a relationship. So you have to be able to differentiate the two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tara, everybody's been there at a time or two, man. What is Angelia talking about? Forget that I love feeling yeah, forget that. I'm with you. I love feeling a warm body next to me. Having somebody to talk to, your family and friends can only give you so much. I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well, man. It says it doesn't take much to make a quick call or a text. We've been through this before, so y'all can go check out the previous videos on the channel. Sometimes it does take much to make a quick call or text because I could be busy and focused. Like right now, I can't call somebody or text them because that would take my focus away. So sometimes it does take a lot depending on what the person has going on to make a quick call or a text. And like I previously said, if y'all been here all those times y'all be talking about a quick call and it don't be quick. That's why people don't do it. It don't be quick. I can have it in my mind. All right, I'm gonna do a quick call just to check on her, make sure she cool, XYZ. Now she talking to me for 2 hours and she won't hang the fuck up. it'll be quick. Or you text the person and then you just text like, yo, I'm just checking in. I'm just saying what's up. Just making sure you cool. I'm busy right now. But and then they'll text you back. Oh, but I want to talk. Oh, but I want to tell you next one. You be like, yo, I just said I was busy. So sometimes, you got to give people grace. You got to give people some grace in this situation. Now, I can see if it's days at a time where people are not making calls or texts, but if it just happens to be like a day or two, give the person some grace, man. It ain't that serious. Calm down. Calm down. It ain't that serious, man. What's each talking about, man? Know your person. Enjoy the times when it's difficult, so you make it spicy for the rest when it's not. Agreed, Ish. But the problem is with that, people get into their feelings and they be like, they focus on the time that it was difficult, and then they hold on to that. So now when you're in good spaces or you're trying to be in a good space, they don't make it spicy because they're still holding on to their feelings from the difficult times. People have to understand when you're in a relationship, there's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be good times and bad times. If you hold on to that shit, you're only doing yourself a disservice, man. You're only doing yourself a disservice, man. All right, let's see what else we got going on, people. Nah, I was single when I thought I had somebody. Y'all be confusing me in the subpar relationship department because I don't understand how y'all don't be peeping game. Like, at some point, you gotta peep game. Like, if somebody's playing with you or toying with you and you think you're in a relationship and they on some bullshit, at some point, this is what I'm talking about, the accountability part. At some point, you gotta peep game. At some point, you gotta peep game, man. A person acts like they're busy 7 days a week, 24/7. All right, this is a good place to grow some roots. All right. Now, was this person, when you met them, busy 7 days a week, 24/7? A person can meet you and tell you that I'm a busy person 7 days a week, 24/7. Now it's up to you to be like, okay, I can deal with that, and you find time for me whenever you find time for me, or that's not enough for me. Like, I'm a person who, this is something that I've experienced as well. I like and need attention. So I don't have to see you for 3 or 4 days, but on that 5th and 6th day, I need some attention. I need you to make me a priority. I need some TLC. I need to vent. Like, I just might need some time. I want some company, whatever it may be. At some point, the time should come. At some point, somebody should make you a priority. But if they tell you from the gate, I'm never going to make you a priority, then it falls on you. Then it falls on you. That's what I was saying. That falls on you if you continue to wait around. What circumstances changed, Diana? What was the circumstances that changed? And that happens. Sometimes it happens where you meet a person and they had time, and then this is what I talked about earlier, the ebbs and flows of a relationship. So sometimes these things do happen. Sometimes something could happen in my career or with my family where now all of a sudden I'm super busy. And it still comes back to you. You still have to say, am I getting enough? Is this worth it for me? What is it? Can I wait to time out? Is this only going to be a period of time, or is this going to be forever? This is just what it is now. You have to assess your situations at all time. People always be like, get into things, and then however it is that one day, they'll be like, all right, I like this how it was here. But it's not going to be like that all the time. It's not going to be like that all the time, man. Exactly, Ish. On that fifth and sixth day, show the fuck out, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Timing may be difficult, but when it's not, show out. Exactly. Yes, if nothing changed, then the decision falls on you. If you're with the person who um, is abusive and they're always abusive, do you still sit there and be like, okay, I love this person even though they're abusive? No, nothing's changing. So motherfucker, I'm out. What are we doing here? Like, how are y'all playing? What is going on? Like, I don't understand what is going on, man. Like, if nothing changes, at some point, they either gotta compromise and make some changes. You either gotta compromise and make some changes, or end the shit. Like, let's stop pussyfooting around. And if nothing changes and you're not getting what you want, find somebody else. And that's facts. And Nina saying, I need some attention. And if you're not giving it to me, it becomes a habit. Especially if no change. Somebody is going to give me attention. This is let's stay here for a second, man. This is what I want to say to this, man. I'm not mad at you because y'all know how I feel about outsourcing. I'm not mad at it. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button underneath the video, man. I'm not mad at the outsourcing. What I will say is this: did you have the conversation? Because even when I talk about outsourcing, I'm gonna have the conversation with you first. I'm gonna give you the ball. If you fumble, then that shit ain't on me because I gave you the ball. Are we having the conversations? Or are we just moving? That's what I'm saying, man. All right, let's see what Angela is talking about. She's saying the fifth and sixth day is not enough for me if they're not deployed. Y'all always talking about these military relationships. I can't do it. But to each his own, man. I need to see your face, man. The reason why I would never do a long distance relationship, life is going too fast. Let's make time for each other. I agree with that, though. I don't even believe in long distance relationships. I believe that's not a relationship to me. That's a situationship. I don't even know why people call those relationships. Those are situations to me. I would never be in a long distance relationship. And that will always be considered a situation to me. Because yes, I am going to want to see you whenever I want to see you. And granted, some people are cool. Like if you're in a long distance thing, because I don't want to call it a long distance relationship. If you're in a long distance thing, and that's fulfilling. This is the part that people forget. Are you fulfilled? Because you could be fulfilled in a long distance thing. I can't. You gotta know yourself. Y'all don't be knowing yourselves. Just moving. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know what's for you. You gotta know what fulfills you. You gotta know what it is. Yeah, I can't do it. Man. I'm cool. I'm cool. That's what I'm saying, Ish. The conversations are not being had. People are letting their minds run. They're creating narratives, and they're not having the conversations. They're just moving along. And I'm like I say all the time. This is not of any like perfectness. Like I've been there, but I learned. I used to be that person that didn't have those conversations. If people will tell you that knew me when I was younger in my teens and my early 20s, they would be like, he barely fucking spoke. I didn't know if he liked me, X, Y, and Z. Because I just didn't know. Like I just didn't know. I wasn't in tune with my feelings and I just didn't move in those areas. But I'm grown now and I know how to have a conversation now. And a lot of times people don't graduate to that. they stay in those earlier stages, and you just can't live your whole life like that. Like at some point, you gotta communicate and you gotta have those conversations, even the ones that you don't want to have. What does that mean by if I was being fed, Tanya King? She said I could do it if I was being fed. What does that mean, y'all? What does that mean? Aish, are we going to erotic zone? What does that mean if I was being fed? Let's see what's happening, man. Angelia said, I used to be scared to have those hard conversations, but now you're going to hear my mouth. Um, that's the thing about it. Even in the having the hard conversation, be mindful of your delivery. Be mindful of your tones, and this goes to both sides, not just women and not just men. This goes to both sides, man. Be mindful of your tone and your delivery. So you even got to know your person. Like um, people that I talk to or people that know me, they know I don't like. I have like certain trigger words, or it's just certain things that's gonna piss me off. How you address me, so they know like how to speak to me. So the longer you're with somebody, or however that falls out, when you're getting to know somebody, or when you know somebody, you should know how to speak to them, how they like, how they like to take things and how they like to receive things. And I'm not saying to baby them or coddle them because y'all know I'm against that. I'm just saying be mindful of your delivery and your tone. Yeah, I would never do that shit, Janine. I'd be lost. I don't know if she said some sexy shit. She said, as long as she's being fed. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Tiny King, what does that mean? If you're being fed, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. All right. Each said also people can't have conversations with their person because they can't even have truthful conversations with themselves. That's what I said about the lying to yourself shit. Stop. Like, how you lying to yourself? This is the shit that gets lost. Like, I don't understand how you purposefully like lie to yourself. Like when people be like, I'm not lonely. You lonely as shit. Stop fucking lying. Like, stop fucking lying, man. You lonely as shit. Cut it the fuck out, man. Stop lying to yourself, man. Have the hard and honest conversations with yourself first, and then it makes it like it's still going to be hard to have it with other people. Y'all let me know in the chat which one is harder. Is it harder for you to have a hard conversation with yourself, or is it harder for you to have a hard conversation with your person or other people? Which one do y'all think it is? I love having hard conversations with myself, so I'm not pick myself. It's sometimes it is hard to have honest conversations with my person, though, just because, like, I'll agree with y'all. Sometimes your person is not ready to receive what you're about to give them, but you still gotta say it. Like, you still gotta say it. Like, you're not ready to receive what I'm about to say to you, and I might hold it, but at a certain point, I gotta say it, just because now it's weighing on me. Now it's weighing on me every day. No, at a certain point, it gotta be said, because we can't keep sweeping these issues under the rug. We can't keep acting like we're fulfilled or there's no problems. We gotta have the conversations, man. Tanya King says others. It's harder to have hard conversations with others. Tanya King, I don't want to hear another comment from you until you tell me what that means by you being fed. I want to know, what does that mean? As long as you're being fed. If you're in a long distance relationship, y'all let me know in the chat, in the comment section. What does that mean? As long as I'm being fed, what does that mean? I need to know what that means, man. What's up, people? Let's see what's happening here. Each said, know your person and enjoy the times. Oh, all right, we heard that. Let's see what else is here, man. You're not telling me what that means, though, Tanya King. I know you said a long distance relationship. What does that mean to be fed, though? What does that mean to be fed in a long distance relationship? What does that mean as long as I'm being fed? What does that mean? Does that mean as long as I getting enough time on the phone? Does that mean as long as I'm getting my FaceTimes? Does that mean he's shipping you food? Like, does that mean you getting fed enough? Like y'all finding time to see each other when y'all see each other? What does that mean specifically to you as long as I'm being fed? What does that look like for you? Because I think that's going to be different for each person. Yeah, I think that's going to be different for each person. Man. I just think I like sex too much to be in a long distance relationship, man. I don't have time to be like, all right, yeah, but in 2 weeks, we're going to get it popping. That ain't enough for me, man. I'm sorry. Time and attention. Yeah, if you're fulfilled, like sometimes a lot of people have different wants and needs. So if you feel like you're getting enough time and attention, then by all means, rock out. Do your thing. Yeah, rock out. Do your thing, man. But as we stay on the topic, people, you're not healing. Stop lying to yourself. So stop with the Jedi mind tricks. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to just take a break from men or women and I'm going to focus on myself. Do you not know that you can meet a person who's your person who can help you heal? Y'all do know that this is a possibility, right? That's a possibility, right? Like I seen some bullshit the other day where somebody said, yo, if you was broke, why would you even think about dating somebody? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree if somebody's broke, they shouldn't even think about dating somebody? Because what if you end up dating somebody that helps you out until you get on your feet? All these closing of doors, I don't be understanding because that's not real life. In real life, shit is going to happen. There's going to be ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and you can't just be like, I'm not entertaining this right now because I got this going on. But when this could actually help you with what you got going on over here. That's why I'd be like, how does that work? I don't understand it. Yeah, I'd be lost. I don't understand it, man. That's what I thought. I thought love was love, but I guess it's not anymore. We're gonna have to do a whole episode on what is love now because they said sex is immature and they don't care about sex anymore. They only want to go on vacations and think about children and new houses and shit. That's what love is now. That's what they said love is now. Y'all tell me. Is that what love is now? Is love, do you just want, like I always say, want a companion or you want a lover? Want a partner? Which one you want? Exactly. Janine saying, I always was a talker, never had any issues telling my feelings or what was on my mind until a few years ago. But now I'm back to being me. Yeah, man. Sometimes when you get caught up, you can lose yourself in situations. But you got to find your way back to yourself. Don't allow anybody else to make you lose yourself. It happens, but don't live there. Like always remember who you are and how you are, and don't let people take that your individuality away from you. Don't let people take that away from you, because they will. You just gotta tell them to kiss your ass. That's all. I'm me, and I'm gonna be me. It is what it is, man. All right, people. What you talking about, Janine? What you mean? What? Why? What? Why? What? I want him to be all that, a lover, a partner, etc. I agree with you, Diana, and I want all those as well. But guess what? I was just having this conversation with my son yesterday, and in reality, most people are not all those things. That's just the reality of it. Sorry. So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? That's why I always say I'm a lover first. I can be a companion and I'm going to be a partner as well. But first, I'm a lover. And that's where my foundation starts. And then everything else is icing on the cake. But some people are only one of these things. So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? Which one do you think you are? Do you think you are all of these things? And a lot of times we got to look in the mirror again, people. We got to look in the mirror again. And we are not all those things. But we want all those things, and that's not fair. What word do they throw out there for nothing, Janine? I agree, Diana. Janine, what word do they throw out there for nothing? Diana said, I'm a lover. I love love. That's where I stand on it, man. Other people just want, somebody to hold hands with and drink lemonade on the porch. It's what it is, people. There's always work to be done, like I always say. And there's always room for improvement and upgrading yourself and teaching your partner. A lot of times we're not teaching our partners how to love us. So your partner has their own vision of what love is, or how to love somebody, or how they like to be loved, but they don't know what that looks like from you. So you have to teach them what that is for you, how you need to be loved. That's what it is, people. I'm a prophet, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I've been there and done all this shit. It is what it is, man. What's up, man? Anybody got any last questions before we get up out of here? We almost at our hour mark. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesdays. Our members only. For now, it's going to be members only. I also want people to come on and share their experiences, or you can have a little debate if necessary. I ain't gonna bite you, man. So for now, it's gonna be members only. I may expand this to the public at some point, but for now, it's just gonna be members only. All right, people. Does anybody have any more questions or comments before we get up out of here, man? Like I said, you're not healing. Stop lying to yourself. Oh, this is what they do. Yo, I'm doing yoga now. Yo, I'm meditating. Yo, I'm in the church. Yo, I'm X, Y, and Z. Yo, I hate men. I'm not talking to men. I'm on a celibacy journey. That's not healing, man. You still didn't address the fucking bottom line issue. Address the issues, man. Address the issues, people. You're not going to heal until you get to the roots of the issues. And some of these issues you don't even know. That's why you got to talk. Until you start speaking, then that's when it comes out. Damn, I forgot all about in the 5th grade. I saw somebody slap the shit out of somebody, and I thought that was normal for people to be abused in relationships. See how that works? That's what I'm saying, man. What does that mean, Angelia? I love men. I only have certain ones. What does that mean? What does that mean, man? I'm confused. I'm confused, man. They get their little sage out. Thank you, Diana. They get their little sage out. And they're like, I'm focusing on being a parent. Focusing on being a parent. Focusing on my family. Focusing on my job. I don't care about love no more. That's how they be. Like, I ain't thinking about that right now. It's a lie. No, it ain't a lie. You just probably ain't found it yet. Or you just probably haven't, you don't know what it is to yourself yet. A lot of times it's on you. It's not the person that did something to you. Like I said earlier, people only do to you what you allow them to do. So if you're allowing somebody to continuously do something to you, that's your fault. That ain't their fault no more. The first time, second time, maybe even the third time, we'll say, no, that motherfucker did it. The 4th, 5th, and 6th time, it's you. You allowed that shit. You stayed. You didn't have the conversation to say, I don't like that. Don't do that anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah, they do. They be doing their yoga. That's what they be saying. I'm healing. I'm going to church. I'm giving it all over to God. And shout out to dear Lord sweet baby Jesus. Never a slight. But I'm saying they're not even there for the right reasons. They're there to use that as a distraction from their issues. You going to church didn't fix your issues at home. Yeah, Diana, be careful. I tell my mom to sit her ass down. I don't even play around. So y'all think I just be talking? No, that's how I talk to my mom. I don't curse at her because I don't. I still don't curse around my mom. But I tell my mom, yo, just sit down, man. That's all. You ain't as sharp as you used to be, lady. Sorry. Sit down. Yeah, the 4B is definitely in full effect, man. If y'all don't know what 4B is, people, that is the movement that is soon spreading worldwide where men and women go like this and don't interact with each other anymore. And that is what we're coming upon. And the prophet warned y'all about this months ago that we were going to get to this day and time just because people don't want to do the work. People don't want to handle their issues. So we here now. What did your children say, Diana? They told you sit down? Yeah, man. I tell my mom to sit down, man. Because I ain't got time for it. Now I gotta come and take you to the hospital and all that. No, man, it's just time to sit down. Sometimes you gotta know when it's time to sit down. Like so I have my days. Sometimes when I'm sore and I'm not feeling it and I'm not on my Q's and P's, I'm like, no, I gotta sit my ass down today because I don't got it. Yeah, that's what it be, man. Yeah, don't let nobody play in your face, man. We're not doing that. Everybody is at their big age. Don't let nobody keep playing in your face, man. Address the issues, man. I know it's hard to have these conversations. I know sometimes they get emotional, they get fiery, but you got to know at a certain point. This is normally what I do. I'll be like, is this safe? for me to speak right now. I'm like, is it safe for me to speak right now? Because I'm about to say some shit, and I don't want you to. I seen this shit the other day on something. I don't want you to take this. People take everything as a complaint or as a personal bash. It's not a complaint about you. It's not about you. There's so many people with the ego, and they call other people narcissists, but they make everything about them. Be like, yo, this ain't about you. I'm telling you what I need for me. It ain't about you. This is what I need for me. So I could be happy, so I could be fulfilled. It's not a bash or a bad thing to you. I'm just telling you what I need. And you can tell me what you need as well. That's the problem. We're not having the communication. We're not having the conversations. Should be crazy, man. I don't be understanding, man. So this is You're Not Healing. Stop lying. The church wasn't it. Yoga wasn't it. Celibacy wasn't it. Do y'all even believe in celibacy? Like, do y'all think, and we're going to get up out of here in a couple minutes, but do y'all think that it's an emotional thing where people have sex with people and then they get caught up in their emotion or they can't handle that? As a grown-up, don't you think you should be able to, if you had sex with somebody and y'all both knew what it was, don't you think that you should be able to handle that? Or is this case-by-case basis? And if that's the case, then don't have sex with the person. That don't mean you got to be celibate. That means I'm not going to have sex with you until I feel like this is something and I want to be in a relationship with you and you want to be in a relationship with me as well. And then we can have sex. For you to just say I'm on a celibacy journey and I'm not even entertaining it, I think that's crazy. I think that's fucking crazy. I think that's crazy. And that, to me, that just speaks on you don't know who you are or you don't have any control over yourself and all that other shit, because that sounds crazy to me. It just sounds crazy to me. I don't get it. Exactly, Ish. All right, people. How did y'all like my new intro, though? Y'all like my new intro? Took me a minute to put that together, man. I was conjugating it up in my mind. Y'all like my new intro, man? Well, people, this is the Prophecies. This episode was You're Not Healing. Stop lying to yourself. Stop the Jedi mind tricks. We'll see y'all next Tuesday at 8 p.m. If anybody has any topic suggestions or if anybody wants to come on and share some of their journey or story in any of the topics, the link is always in the description. Make sure you tell a friend that this is where it is when we have the conversations. If you haven't gotten your membership, tell people if they want to be a part of this, you got to be a member, sorry. You got to be a member, sorry. It is what it is, man. But this is the Prophecies, people. I am the prophet. If anybody needs any merch, then holler at me. Other than that, I will see y'all next Tuesday, people. Deuces.